Hello everyone, it is time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of Poland. I like Poland. Poland's okay. It's the official Dirt Rally Club for the month of October. Yes, October. October. It is October now, so let's get it started. It's a front-wheel drive H2 car, and that's the one, you can tell from the green livery, that's the one that I have the tune for. I'll have to take a look at, well, it starts with a short stage. I'll have to look at the short breakdown. The way this works, YouTube, I do 3 stages till I get back to the service center. And then, that's the first episode for that week, and then I do it again, and then again and again. So 4 weeks out of the month, you get Dirt Rally content Saturdays at noon. This streams the first Saturday of the month on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollCageUnderbarTV, and then it's released at noon. Sorry, 12:30 p.m. is when I get started usually on Twitch. And then it's released 12 p.m. noon on Saturdays on youtube.com/@RollCageTV. Let's see. Oh, and that's 6 hours later UK time, and then another 6 hours for Bangladesh, and then another 6 hours for New Zealand. So there you go, 4 corners of the earth. So first of all, let's set the tune. Before I forget, but now, before I pick the tires, let's look at the, all the events. 2 short and a long. I do have some tarmac. I think in this club, they've really scaled down the club this year. In past clubs, they had rain, they had night, but not this time. In fact, one year they had rain and night, and then only like 1 intermediate. So you had to run like 6 stages before you got a second service, 1 intermediate service. Okay, well, everything's dry. 2 short stages, a long stage. I should be able to get away with soft tires. So I will do soft tires. And I'm not going to do a shakedown because I already warmed up at the beginning of the stream. So let's just jump into it. Get 1 chance at this. If I wreck, I don't get to do it over again.
Starts and turn 1 right, tightens gravel into 4 left long. Good luck.
Okay, now I should be paying attention to what Phil has to say. I should be paying attention. I almost never pay attention.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's why it's called Try Hard Racing.
1 right, tightens gravel into 4 left long. 30.
And I did a warm-up race. I did a couple of warm-ups, a couple of warm-up stages. And I did kind of terribly, so we'll see how I do. No hardcore damage this year. I think this is the first year of the official club that they didn't have hardcore damage. Or at least the first one in many years.
6 right of a crest, jump.
I have on the homepage of my YouTube channel, I have youtube.com/RollCageTV.
Into narrow, 5 left.
On the homepage, I have games, or featured games section.
6 right,
and I think the first one there might be Dirt.
Into 6
something
left.
else. Dirt Rally.
6 right.
There's a bug. YouTube doesn't let me reorder those things. I have to take them all off and put them all back again. So I do have Dirt Rally, but that has like 500 some things in it. It is in reverse chronicle order though, so if you're trying to follow the series and you just missed 1 or 2, you can go back there and get caught up.
30.
Because if you try to look at my videos posted, you'll see I post 13 videos a week, so it's a little bit harder to scroll back and find the one you want. So that Dirt Rally to
6 left long,
playlist
extra long. Opens of a
gives
jump.
you the latest ones near the top. But I also have separate
6
playlists.
right.
If you scroll down a little bit farther
Into 6
on my
left of a crest
homepage,
jump.
you will
Into
see
5 right long. Tightens 4.
official club, a whole section on Dirt Rally, and you'll see official clubs for like
30.
21,
6 right.
22,
Into 4 left.
and
Tightens of a
24. I
crest.
didn't do the 23 club. I don't think they had
Into
a club
6
for
right.
23.
Very long. 30.
I think they skipped
Keep
a
right
year.
of a jump.
So
Into 6 left.
the last
Extra
one on
long,
that
tightens
list,
4.
again, I can't reorder that list.
Into 4 right.
The last one on that, I
And
can't. I'm supposed to be able to
right.
just drag it on
Into
their
4 left long. Tightens 2.
on their
3. Opens of a
editor
crest.
thing, but
Into 4 right.
the last one there
And
is
6 left.
2024,
18.
and that playlist is in
4 left.
chronological order.
Slow
The oldest
70,
ones are at the
turn
top. So
unseen,
that playlist is
1
good
right.
for binging if you want to binge through the entire year.
Tarmac 300.
Whereas if you want to just get caught up on the last few, you
Keep
can
right
use
into
the
turn
other playlist,
1
the main
left
Dirt Rally
between
2 playlist.
bales.
That's how that goes.
6 right.
And I do that
Opens
for
80.
any games where my playlist is
Crest.
over like
Slow
100 and
60.
some
3 left long. Tightens
episodes,
2.
then I'll
1.
create a separate
Don't cut.
breakout. So, for example, I got
40.
well over
Gravel.
300 Civilization
5 right. Over crest.
videos.
Extra long.
Those are broken out into separate. I have a main
Open 6 of a
Civilization
jump.
6 playlist, and then I also have sub playlists
Into caution 40. 3 left
for
of a crest.
each game that I've done, or if I did the
Opens.
scenarios, those were all done together.
Into 6 right.
If you don't know
long
what
of a crest.
Civilization 6 is, just ignore the last few sentences I said.
Into 6 left long. Opens keep middle of a big jump.
And then
30.
also have SnowRunner. There's some crossover between Dirt Rally 2
6
players
right
and
of a
SnowRunner
crest.
players.
Into
I stream
immediate
SnowRunner
6 left.
twitch.tv/rollcage underbar
Middle of a
TV
jumps.
every Sunday.
Right long.
Not just once a
tightens.
month, every Sunday, starting at 12:30 p.m. US Central Time. That runs about 6 hours long. That's my big stream of the week.
Opens of a crest.
Sunday
Into
fun
3
day.
left.
And that's the same thing as with Dirt
6
on my
left.
homepage. This you have to
30.
scroll down to the end. You might even, if
5
you're
right.
watching on
Into
tablet
6
or
left
phone, you might
long.
even have to
Opens over
expand
finish.
the
80
list
to stop.
of featured games to get to the end of it, 'cause it's near the end of the list. 'Cause that's one of the last ones I started. And that shows you the latest ones, but each region is broken down into its own playlist. So, for example, I'm in the middle of Alaska right now, so there's a SnowRunner section. Boy, I'm doing terrible. There's a SnowRunner section. You would think this early in the month I could do better. There's a SnowRunner section on my homepage, which lists the individual playlists. Also, the playlists are all cross-linked together. So you open the playlist, in the description of the playlist, there's links to the other playlists back and forth. But if you're watching like on a smart TV or on a console, all you see is my homepage. You don't get to see the playlist lists and all that other stuff, or the videos list. Maybe you get to see the videos. Then you get to see the
6
videos.
left. Extra long. Opens over crests.
But I don't have all the
30. Good
playlists
luck.
published. If they would be in a weird order anyway.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So if you want to see
6
all
left.
of the
Extra long.
playlists that I
Opens
have
over crests.
streamed,
30.
created content
6
for,
left. Opens over
videos
jumps.
from my
Into
homepage, which
caution
you
4
can
right.
access on your smart TV or console
And
just by
3 left
scrolling
long.
down.
Tightens 2. 30. 6 right.
And you know what I could
30.
do? What's the latest trend? The latest trend is to publish
Crest to
your
flat jump.
URLs as
50.
scan
6
codes.
right of a crest long. Opens of a jump.
I could put my
Into 6
scan
left.
code. I could put a QR code on my
Into slow.
banner
Turn 3 right tightens narrow.
for my YouTube channel and Twitch
Into
channel.
3 left of
That
a
would be
jump.
cool.
30.
Right?
Flat crest. 50.
I was thinking today I can't do it right now because
6
all
left,
my
50.
icons are low resolution. I need someone to help
middle of a
convert them
Into 6 right.
because they were done with pixel art,
And
not
4 left long tightens.
with rastered art, not vectored art, so they don't expand well.
Turn
About trying to
unseen,
someone
one
to
right narrow.
possibly that has the tools to convert
Into right
that,
left
and they
of a
have to hand
crest.
convert it. So I'm willing
Into
to pay
2
money
right long, tightens
to get someone to
tarmac.
convert those graphics to
200.
vector graphics, and then convert them to the resolution that Stream
Houses,
Elements would
slow,
want, so I
6
could
right
sell
of a
merch
bridge.
and get like
Keep left of a
no
50
money.
to
Because
chicane
the only
left
person that would
entry.
buy the merch would be myself. I was thinking if I was going to produce merch, you produce merch these days rather than just listing,
200.
you know, your website on the side. Oh,
Turn unseen, 1 right.
rather than just producing your website on the side,
80.
you have a
Flat
QR
middle of a
code.
crest. 50.
I am really not doing well
Left
today
long.
because I'm not paying attention. I got to make sure I don't DNF. Not having a good focus day. I need to get another cup of coffee.
Into gravel, 5 right. Opens, 70.
Yeah, so that's the latest. If you buy a mug,
jump.
the QR code for
Keep right of a
the
jump,
website
extra
should be
long.
like on the mug. The logo on one side and the QR code on the other side. But I have 2 QR codes, one for Twitch and
150.
one for
Caution slow.
YouTube.
Keep middle of a jump, 30. 3 left long, tightens.
Anyway, because nobody types in anymore. They'll just
80.
pull out their phone and they'll snap the QR code.
Keep middle of a long crest.
Although my phone,
50.
I don't
4 right long,
know
tightens.
what I have to do to set up for that. Because my phone, if you just, somebody told me at one place, if you just turn on the camera, you can snap the QR code.
Opens of
It's
a
like I
crest.
couldn't do that on my phone.
Into 3
Granted, it was an
left
older
long.
phone.
50.
I had to install on Android. I had on that phone.
middle of a crest.
Now I got a newer
Into
phone
full right.
since, but on that phone, I think I had to
Opens.
get a separate app.
50. 6 right of a crest. Bumps,
So instead,
30.
I had to type in the URL that they gave me. It was the
3 right of a crest.
part, well,
30.
DMV, but
Keep
they don't
right of
call
a
it
crest.
DMV.
Caution slow, 30. Turn, hairpin
Department
left.
of Vehicular Services, DVS.
30.
They were like, what? You can't
Six
snap?
left.
You can't just
And 6 right.
hold your phone up to the
100.
QR code and have it automatically go to the website? Because they gave me a confirmation
Keep middle of a
number,
long crest. 80.
and so
6
you know,
right
I
long.
had to link
Opens
to
of a
that or
jump.
something.
Extra
I
long.
can't do that.
Opens of a crest.
So they had to.
50.
Fortunately, they had a backup. I could use my phone to go to a particular
6 right long of a crest.
URL and then
100.
type in the code they gave me. I mean, well, what about, are you not allowed to drive now unless you have a phone?
6 left of a finish.
Unless you have a smartphone that can
17.
access the internet?
To stop.
I mean, fortunately, they had a way at that point to, you know, I mean, not everybody has a smartphone, and some people have terrible plans that are just basic, you know, I don't remember what they're called. I'm getting worse. Am I not getting worse? My scroll bar is way down. I am 80th, but not too many people have played. But look what my scroll bar is. I can actually scroll all the way to the bottom and see it's 80th out of 105. That's terrible. Okay, well, my guess is only the best people do this club right when it comes out, right? So just because I'm 80th out of 105 now, I might be 80th out of 805 next by the time the month is over. I never go back and check. I could go back and check, but that means looking on a web page and they don't have a QR code, which I don't even know my phone does that. But my tablet, I can do that on my tablet. I've never tried it on my phone.
Start 6 right long. Opens
I know I could do it.
Flat right and flat left of a crest.
If I pulled up, but see, data, that's another thing. Some people don't have unlimited data either.
5, 4.
If you are out of data and you're at the DMV, how would you get your license renewed?
Flat right.
They make these
Left of a crest,
assumptions.
120.
Not everybody can afford a cell phone.
6
know?
left of a crest.
Maybe the
very
people that work
long,
at the DMV
60.
can, but I'm sure a lot of people that work at the
6 left of a
DPS
jump.
here in Minnesota,
Opens
DMV,
long,
actually can't
80.
afford a cell phone. But it's not like they get paid an awful lot of money.
6 right of a crest.
But the decision
50.
makers certainly get paid enough money. The IT people that set it all
Slow,
up and
6 left, 30,
and
turn,
the
hairpin right,
people in charge
around
that listen to the
nails.
IT people, they figure, oh yeah, this would be great. You never have to.
50.
You can just let the people go on a particular website because, of course, they all have
6
smartphones
left.
and all
30,
have
4
data
left.
links, even if it's the end of the
40.
month. Maybe they're
5
incredibly
left of a
slow.
crest. 100.
Which is why if you watch on Twitch, you might have to
6
sit
left
through a
long,
pre-roll
open to the
ad
jump.
because
50.
to have access to the machine that lets me stream in multiple
4 right long tightens.
multiple
6 left
resolutions.
of a crest.
Because some people are on their
Extra long.
phones
Opens. 80.
and end of the month and it's being, they can't watch a 1080p video because even decent unlimited, quote unquote, unlimited data plans, once you run out of a particular amount of data, then they'll let you through, but they'll let you through at some ridiculous dial-up
Unseen narrow.
rate.
4 right long.
So,
Opens. 30.
which I don't use much data on my phone.
Middle of a jump. 180.
So yeah, you need a
6
thing
left
called a
long.
transcoder,
Opens of a
which will
jump.
stream at
30.
multiple resolutions. The only way to get that is to become
6 right long.
monetized.
Opens
So,
of a
and I
crest.
can't turn off mid-roll
50.
ads, but I have all mid-roll ads turned off, so
4 left long.
you can come
Into
over to
4
Twitch,
right narrow.
sit through a 1-minute ad, and then you get ad-free content the rest of the stream. You don't have to worry
Opens of a
about
crest. Hammer.
interrupting my
80
my
of a
expert
crest.
gameplay to suddenly,
Slow.
oh, what
See,
happened?
turn
Does he
1
does he
left.
get the world record on this stage or not? Well, you don't have to
200.
worry about an ad coming up to interrupt that, so you know.
Right entry,
You know when it
chicane.
happens. You get to celebrate with me, getting in the top 1 million.
50.
It's another one of these.
6 left.
You're not supposed to come to a
250.
complete stop there. You're supposed to have the
Turn.
skill.
3 left long.
You not need to do that.
Opens of a crest. Gravel.
All right, I believe this is stage
30.
3. So once this
Turn
is
3 left
finished,
long.
this particular YouTube episode
80.
will be coming to an end. And I've got like
Right long.
5 seconds to go. Yet to
30.
have said anything. See, I looked over at the
6
scroll
left
bar.
of a
I
jump.
always ignore everything that's on the screen,
Into 6 right
including
long.
what Phil is saying to me, my co-driver. I ignore him
Of
too.
a crest. Opens. Keep middle of a jump. To
I
jump.
put everything
To
on the
sudden
HUD
caution, 2 right.
just in case, but then I ignore everything
left.
that's on the HUD.
30. 6 right long. 30.
On the other Saturdays, not the
6
first
left of a
Saturday of the
jump.
month, but on the other
Opens of a
Saturdays, of the
jump
month, I
long.
stream. What am I streaming now?
middle of a
Stream
big
racing.
jump.
I'm streaming
30.
Grid Legends currently,
5 left.
which is a
Into
more
3 right long
arcadey.
tightens.
It's not a simulation by any stretch of the imagination. It used to be like a simcade, but it's gotten more and more arcade and less sim as the
50.
years have gone on.
6 right long. Opens of a crest.
I do have like
Crest.
4,
Into 6 right.
5
extra
things
long.
I can tune. That's about it.
Into 6
With,
left.
5 different positions of each.
30. 4 right. Into
But
slow. 5
hey, it's
left.
better than dirt.
Turn.
There's
3
no
right.
races where you crash through styrofoam barricades, but there are races where
Opens
you're
of a
supposed
crest.
to
30. 4 left
take
of a crest.
jumps and trucks, and then there's some where you go through
Opens
the
100 of a jump.
the electric vehicles.
Keep right of a jump.
You drive through
Tree.
these boost gates. Now you've got a boost
Keep
button
left of a
that you
big
can.
jump. 30.
Yeah, but the boost gates are always outside the main,
Keep right of
line,
a crest. Into 5
and
left.
you end up spending more time finding the boost gates because you got to get 2 of them in a row to actually
4
get
right
the
tightens.
boost.
3 of a crest.
It's not worth driving outside the racing
Into
line
6
that
left
long.
long. Opens
And
of
I
a
have the
crest.
boost
Jump.
turned off anyway.
30.
they allow for
Slow.
flashbacks.
6
I have
left
that
long,
turned off
opens
too.
20, turn unseen, don't cut, 1 right.
Though they're super aggressive in that game. So I
Tarmac,
have
50.
if I get
Keep
run
middle
into a
of
wall or
crest.
something on the
Caution.
first turn,
30, right entry, chicane.
or in general
1 right, 6 left, 300.
get into a major wreck that's no fault of my own early enough in the race, I'll just restart the race. That's a weird game.
Turn unseen, square left.
Grid Legends.
50.
They have a story mode, which is simply awful, but you can tell they put most of their money into that because they have live actors. But apparently they didn't pay the writers very much because the storyline is so bad. And
Into turn, 4 right, extra
I guess
long,
it's the kind of storyline you would
3,
expect from the video game.
into 4 left. 30,
Not,
cut, 5 left.
not
into 5 right long.
Golden Globe
Into 6
/
left, opens over crest.
Academy Award
30,
worthy original script.
4 left, tightens over
I
crest.
wonder if they should have a
right.
category for
30,
it's probably video game awards or something like
5
where you
left.
get
40, 4 left
best
over crest.
cinematography and best original script and stuff like that. You can get for video
50.
games.
6 right over crest.
Anyway, this
Into
mode we're not getting any of that.
100 over pumps.
It's got the main
6 right,
storyline is
extra,
only like
extra
30
long.
races long,
Opens
and
up
then
a
some of the expansion kits.
50.
They give you new vehicles and stuff in the expansion kits, which is nice. But they also come with more story, more acted out story that only
left
has
long,
like
narrow,
8 races
and
each
turn,
or something.
3
Although
right
it's
long.
not quite as comprehensive as a active thing. I went through the story mode. I skipped through. I watched the first few cutscenes and I skipped over the rest of them. But you still, while it's loading, you still get like the story on. It's just not live acted, so you still have to sit through the story, which is just painfully awful. So
Into 6 right. Into 5
my
left, opens extra
playthrough
long.
is called the story-free career mode because they do have a separate career mode. But the separate career mode is kind of weird
Into
in
6
that
right.
there's certain things you just can't do
Into
because
6 left,
certain things are
extra
broken.
long,
It's like some of the career mode races are sponsor. You have to meet sponsors' criteria
6 left.
to
Opens
do
over
them,
crests. 30.
and yet the sponsor
6
criteria,
right.
some of them are broken
Into
so that
5
you can't.
left.
Like one sponsor
80.
wants you to have close drafts or something like that.
Keep middle of a long
Or
crest.
handbrake drifts or something. They want you to have close
Into 6
drafts.
right. Into 5 left long. Tightens
And it
4.
doesn't work. Or elimination, you have elimination races.
50
Where
after
survive
finish.
X number
6
of
right long.
eliminations.
Tightens to stop.
But it always is 0. It never gives me credit for it. So some of the sponsors you just cannot qualify for. So my story-free career mode is not including. It's also sponsor-free career races because unfortunately that aspect seems to be broken. And they put all their money, no money into QA, all their money into acting. So I complain a lot about that game, but I actually do really enjoy the game. Well, I'm up to 67, but still nowhere near the middle of the pack on the scroll bar. Let's continue. Let's get back to the service center. And then if you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a quick break here. Get another cup of coffee and another caffeinated soda. If you are watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be out the next Saturday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is noon U.S. Central Time is 1800 hours in the UK. Midnight in Bangladesh, and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand for the 4 corners of the earth. -6, 0, +6, and +12 UTC. There you go. Anyway, yes, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be right back if you're watching on YouTube. Next episode, either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you then.